Welcome to SS Discovery channel. In this video, I would like to demonstrate blue bottle experiment. The word blue comes from a substance called methylene blue. This is an indicator which tests for the presence of oxygen. If there is oxygen, methylene blue is blue in color. While in the absence of oxygen, methylene is colorless. To prepare for the experiment, we firstly dissolve glucose into water. Then we add potassium hydroxide into glucose solution. And finally, a few drops of methylene blue is added into the solution. After methylene blue is added, the solution is blue in color. However, the color changes to colorless after a while. When the solution is swirled, the color of solution changes to blue again. But when we stop swirling, the color changes back to colorless again. Why did that happen? Glucose is a reducing sugar, which slowly reacts with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide and water. Potassium hydroxide acts as a catalyst, which speeds up this reaction. Where methylene blue is added, it appears as blue in color because there is oxygen dissolved in the solution and methylene blue is oxidized. But after a while, because of the reaction between glucose and oxygen in the solution, the amount of oxygen in the solution drops. As a result, methylene blue is reduced and color changes from blue to colorless. Once the bottle is swirled, it allows more oxygen in the flask dissolving into the solution. Therefore, methylene blue is oxidized and the color changes from colorless back to blue again. In fact, the experiment shown involves oxidation and reduction, also known as redox reaction. This is one of the examples of reversible reactions, which means the reaction can go from left to right, the forward reaction, at the same time goes from right to left, the backward reaction. But in different conditions, the speed of forward and backward reactions will be different. In this experiment, the speed of forward reaction is greater than backward reaction during swirling, so the solution turns to blue upon swirling. However, the speed of backward reaction is greater than forward reaction when the bottle stands still. And that's why the solution turns colorless when the bottle stands still. That's all for this video. Hope that you can understand more on reversible reaction. Goodbye.